welcome to episode 9 of the Lyrical Breakdown. Today I am talking about Gaslight Caught Fire, produced by Daev Martian and myself. And this is my first attempt at rap. Yeah, it's done though. I still kind of feel nervous about having had rapped, if that's the way you say it, before in my lifetime. But anyway, so this is the backstory. So, Gaslight Caught Fire is an amalgamation of 2 poems I wrote. I can't remember the one, and the other one's name was called Gaslight. There are 2 separate poems that address 2 separate people. So Gaslight Caught Fire as a poem specifically addresses the Englishman, and the other poem addresses the other guy that was weird. And I'm so tired of talking about them. I'm so looking forward to the end of my Torn Tapestries version of the Lyrical Breakdown because I am exhausted. I'm depleted from speaking about them. Anyway, so Daev Martian and I, when we met to make Torn Tapestries back in 2020, we sat down and he's just like, here's an idea I have. And he showed me these 2 poems and he melded them together for me to show me how they'd work. And he's like, you gotta rap these, sis. And I was just like, where have you ever seen me rap, sir? Me rap, where? Johnny. Oh, you guys. So he made me rap this song. And it goes like this. But because I trust Dave, I was just like, okay, fine, sharp. But like, it goes like this. As I sip my coffee. In the cloak of the night, you love me in tangents. When I speak, there is love and vigorous passion. Inspire your heart with things you can't fathom. Silence is loud and fucks with his hand. What you really seem to do is hate. Always looking for your next escape. Spain demise is a scapegoat me. How you wanna buy when you ain't no fee? Act low key and you don't know me. The gaslight caught fire. 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 Gaslight caught fire, cause you called me a liar. Said my truth wasn't true, and I believed you in your thoughts. I'm a cheap thrill, not gonna let you have your will. There's a price that you pay and it's not in court. Accountability, transaction void. The gaslight caught fire, the gaslight caught fire, the gaslight caught fire, cause you called me a liar. The gaslight caught fire, the gaslight caught fire. Gaslight Caught Fire, and this is the Lyrical Breakdown. So, first I say, in the cloak of the night, you love me in tangents. which speaks to how I was made to feel like we couldn't bring this relationship out into public. I couldn't share this relationship with anyone. I couldn't post about it. I couldn't say anything. Only to find out to good, Mr. wanted to appear as a free ranger, as a free operator, because he didn't want to be tied down to anybody, because then it would limit his potential and other people. Yes, people. Woo! I've left shame. Then I say, when I speak, there is love with a rigorous passion. So that speaks to how my work exposes everything about me. So if you're really listening to my work, then you know me. I've said this before, but if you're listening to the lyrics, like really listening, then you know me better than anyone. Like my nearest and dearest don't know me as well as you if you know my lyrics. Inspire your heart with things you can't fathom. Silence is loud. Fucks with your sanctum. So that speaks to how what I've been saying in my work has been inspiring at least one of them to be creative, which may not necessarily be their natural inclination. And the other one as well, because they were creative. I have no idea what they're doing now, not my business, but they're creative and I inspire them to be creative. But it also does inspire other people in different ways, as I've been told by people. Not just because I think, yeah, look at me, being inspirational. No, it's nothing like that. And then when I say silence is loud, it fucks with your sanctum. So that speaks to me building barriers and building boundaries that people can't cross, and they're not liking the silence. And this speaks about all of my relationships across the board, with family members, with friends, with lovers, with work. When I set my boundaries, and again, like I said, I think I've said this before here, but I probably have said this in other contexts, in other spaces, but my work relationships are the easiest and the best relationships I have. Every other one is just like, yo, please tell me what you want so I know. Please define it clear on, because I don't have the energy to guess. I don't have the energy to see, to work through the smoke and mirrors of what you want me to figure out. I'm not psychic. I'm not a mind reader. Tell me. Just say it with your full chest. And even if I see clearly, even if I see clearly what it is you're trying to say, you want me to catch and bring up. If you don't say it with your full chest, me, I'm going to watch you like this. I'm just like, you're not saying it with your full chest. I'm not going to respond because you're cowardly. In my mind, if you can't say it with your full chest, then you're just being a coward. So don't bring up stuff you don't want to say and you don't want to deal with directly. Just say. Then I say, all you really seem to do is hate. Always looking for your next escape. So I was a place, I said this before, but I was always made to feel like an exotic getaway. A nice thing to sample. A nice thing to try out. Like the new flavor lollipop in the shop. Never made to feel like a real person. Never made to feel like I was worthy of being taken seriously. I was never taken seriously by anybody except as a musician. That's the only place where people have taken me seriously and I've been seen as a respected person. And in other instances, within work context only. And like I said, the work relationships are the only relationships that have only been about work, that have been respectful and have been good to me. The rest are just like... And I have a good relationship with my sisters. That's it. Otherwise, I'm just like... Then I say, your main demise is you scapegoat me. How you wanna buy when you pay no fee? Act low-key and you don't know me. So, whenever anything went wrong with these people, these two that I'm speaking about in these separate poems that have become the song Gaslight, they scapegoated me, or they use me as a place to escape to, right? And they have no accountability. When I say, how you want to buy when you pay no fee, act low-key and you don't know me. So they look at me and they project who they think I am. Because I've also been on the receiving end of the projections. I often have been a culprit of. I've also been a victim of. People look at me and they have a very set perception of who I am based off of my facade, of the cover of the book that is CEO. And I'm just like, and I very quickly show them that that's not who I am, but they don't care. And they stick to what they think I am or who they think I am, and they follow through on their projected fantasy of me, as well as I've done it many times in my life. So I don't blame them fully, because I understand how that works and how effective your imagination can be. But I also didn't like it, and that made me stop doing that to people, because I'm just like, you're not taking the time to get to know who I am and to see me, the real me, outside of what you think I am. Even though I've shown you who I am, and I've said who I am, and I've danced it and written it and sang it and twiddled it from my toes and stood on my head to show you, you still don't want to listen. And you're not paying attention. That's what the paying the fee is. You're not paying attention, so you're gonna miss out on who this really is. And then the chorus goes, your gaslight caught fire because you called me a liar. So I just repeat those lines, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Verse 2 opens with, gaslight caught fire because you called me a liar. Said my truth wasn't true and I believed you. So the term gaslighting comes from a 1950s play. I speak under correction. It could be earlier, it could be a little later. But it is set in America, and it is about a man and a woman who are living in a house where they use gas lamps or gas lights. And this woman is being made to feel like she's crazy because this man is messing with the light. He's either making it dimmer or lighter. And every time that she questions the brightness or dimness of this gaslight, this man is like, what are you talking about? The light is fine. There's nothing wrong with the light. Stop being weird. You're being crazy. Essentially. So he essentially makes her feel mad for speaking her truth in terms of what she's observing. So I was made to feel like that way, especially by the English guy. And I believed him because I loved him and I thought that he loved me. So I'm just like, I must be making this up. And like, he'd scream at me, man. Like, he'd scream, and then as soon as I get to a point, I'm just like, okay, calm down. And then he'd go into like, oh, I'm going through such a difficult time. Oh, woe is me. Please feel sorry for me. Like, my life is so hard. It's so hard being rich and white and British. Oh, and a man. It's the worst thing on earth. And then I say, in your thoughts, I'm a cheap thrill. I'm not going to let you have your will. So that speaks to the other one more than it speaks to the British one. So the South African boy. He made me feel like I was an exotic holiday, as much as he did. But like, he made me feel like I was a sample. Like something you could try out. Like the new lollipop in the shop, like I said earlier. Like, am I going to like this? Let's just try it, we can try it as a once-off. It's not like a real thing I need to invest in. It's not a real person. So let me just see. Do I like this flavor of person? Which is fair. Most people do that with everybody anywhere. Like, I mean, like, what would Tinder be without that thought process? For those who use it, I can't. Yes. But essentially, it felt like that. Like, I was this exotic thing, and I was like, you're never going to take me seriously. Like, the way you're going on tells me you're never going to take me home to meet the family. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. So let's not continue this nonsense anymore, please. Press. And thank you very much. Then I say, there's a price that you pay, and it's not in coin. Accountability, transaction void. So essentially that speaks about, you're not paying attention to me. You're not paying attention to who I really am. You're stuck and fixated on who you want me to be. And the fact that I am not folding myself into that bottle or box for you. And I'm completely myself, entirely. And I'm not bending and compromising myself to suit you, to fit with you in a place so far as to negate who I am for myself and completely abandon myself is a thing you don't like. One. And then also, I'm not impressed because one of them is very rich. The South African man, like born rich, soft life, soft life. Went to one of those schools that make university fees look like chump change. Kind of rich. And like, I'm not impressed by that wealth. I'm impressed by your character. I'm impressed by your kindness. I'm impressed by your principles. I'm impressed by those things. And as much as I may be drawn to your beauty, because that's the thing I tend to find. And I've never really been with a beautiful person, so that's just been like a thing for me. Like, you must be, you must be God, yes, gorgeous, 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 that I must look and be like, yo, you're one of God's favorite children. Yes, yes. Yo, like my current crush is one of those people where I'm just like, damn it. Shoo! That you are one of God's favorite children. Damn it. Kind of beautiful. Because like I've only ever been with frogs. I've been all frogs. None of them has been like hot. I also want to be with a hot person once in my lifetime. If I do go back to dating, uber hot only. If you're not hot, get away. Get away and get away fast, because I've had my heart broken by frogs. I'm like, if you're hot, then I'm just like, okay, it's fine. At least to say, I was like, yeah. I can't even show you the other one. I'm just like, you'd be like, see you. You let this guy, you let this guy do that to you. No. I also look at myself and I'm like, ma'am, what were you thinking? Oh. Anyway, both of them didn't have the means to take accountability for their actions. Both of them did not want to admit their flops. And the British one specifically always made everything that was wrong my fault. So that was it. And I was just like, yeah, but like some of it is my fault, but not all of it. Because I didn't make you cheat. That was not my baby. I didn't hold a gun to your head and say, yeah, cheat on me. And then I go back to the chorus and I say, your gaslight caught fire because you called me a liar. So yeah, that is episode 9 of the Lyrical Breakdown. My name is Sio. Thank you for tuning in. I'm nearly done with the series. We have 3 more episodes within the Tone Tapestries batch of the Lyrical Breakdown, and I'm so excited because I never want to talk about these people ever again. Please, God, please, ever. I'm tired. They don't deserve my attention. Anyway, have a blessed week, and I hope your Christmas prep is going well. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the festive season. Peace.